Hello, this video will provide an overview for faculty on how to use the Sage Vantage integration within Brightspace by D2L. First, you want to log into your Sage Vantage course and create the course itself. You can create a brand new course or copy an existing course that you've used prior. You would then pick the course you want to copy from, and if you would like to copy the due dates. This is probably only going to be done if you're making multiple sections of the course that is running at the same time. If this is maybe a fall course that you are copying from a summer course, you're not going to want to check this because you're going to want to put in new due dates. Then you can fill in the rest of this information as needed, including the start and the end date for that particular course. After the course is complete, you can go ahead and edit some of your gradebook settings. Here you can decide if you'll accept late assignments or how you want the short answer critical thinking checks to work. Then you can edit the general assignment settings. Notice that you're given a section per assignment type, such as chapter test, knowledge checks, critical thinking checks, and multimedia activities. For each of these, you're able to decide if you want to assign those at all, as well as if you're assigning them for a grade or assigned for completion. With assigned for a grade, when they complete the activity, whatever grade they earned is what is put in the D2L gradebook. Assigned for completion means that it's going to not give them a grade till they have completely finished the activity. For some of these, you can decide how many attempts they're allowed to take, especially if you're assigning it for a grade. Or you can just choose it on unlimited to where it's more like a practice self-check where they can keep taking it over and over. And then once you, if you are assigning this for a grade and you're allowing them to take it more than once, you'll be able to choose which grade you would like to go into the Vantage gradebook, which will then transfer over to the D2L gradebook. So you can do this for the different types of activities. Next, under the assignment areas for the course in Sage Vantage, you can select the ones that you want to use per chapter, and you can go ahead and put the due dates there, which help because those due dates will then transfer over into D2L for you. So just for the activities you want, you can just assign those particular due dates. Here is an example of how that might look. Now that we've created the course in Sage Vantage, you want to pull it into D2L. So you'll go into your D2L course and choose the module that you would like to put it in. You might put it in something like the Start Here module or the General Resources module, at least to get them started. Then you would choose Existing Activities and Sage Vantage. You might be asked to log into your Sage Vantage account, but once you do, you'll be able to see the courses that you can choose to connect with this particular D2L course. So this is the one that I'm going to choose because this is the one that hasn't been linked yet. There's two ways that you can go about linking the assignments in D2L. One way is to just link the course dashboard itself, and then the students can go through the course dashboard to get to the other activities. Another way to do it is to link the course dashboard and then to link the individual assignments as well. And then that way you'll have a link per assignment. So we'll begin just by linking the course dashboard. So we'll choose Link to Course. And then we'll continue with that just for the moment. We can always go back and add more. So now in the course dashboard, when we click on this, it takes us into the main Sage Vantage area. And students as well as instructors can actually get to the activities and gradebook through just this course dashboard link. So this is what it would look like for a student by going into the course dashboard. You see that it gives them a percentage of how many assignments they've completed, as well as it gives you the listing of the assignments that they have to complete, and then they can actually start on any of these assignments and complete them that way. They can also see the additional ones that have been assigned. They can also jump to different areas of the text by using the table of contents and then clicking on the specific chapter and jumping to different things there. In order to have the assignment grades push over to the D2L gradebook, you do want to add in those individual assignments. So to do that, you'll go to Existing Activities, Sage Vantage, and then you'll choose these specific activities. You can choose to filter by a specific chapter, or if you're looking for specific activities like the chapter test, you can pull those in or search by those individually. So then you'll want to choose to link it to the course, but you're also going to want to make sure to check grade sync, so that will grade sync over into the D2L gradebook. So we'll choose those, and then we'll choose continue, and it's going to pull individual links down here into the D2L module, just like so. You don't have to put all of these in the same module. You're welcome to create a different module and pull different chapters or activities into individual modules as well. Just like so. Notice if you go into the D2L gradebook for this particular course and you go to manage grades, down at the bottom we see that these assignments have been pulled over, and there's now grade items for those individual activities that we've pulled in through Sage Vantage. And that's why you want to pull in those activities that you want to come into the D2L gradebook. As the student, I can go into the course dashboard to be able to view and complete the activities.
Yeah.
Also, it gives me a grace period, which lets me know that I have a certain amount of days to complete activities until I'm asked to purchase my license. So that is good that it will let the students get in and complete the beginning activities before they actually have to purchase a license. Here they can get to the assignments, and it shows when they are due, so they're able to start them here. Or they're able to get to the assignments linked right within D2L here. Now the student would just complete the exam. It gives you information within Vantage of how long they have to take it, how many questions it is, and how many attempts they have. And notice it tells you that they are allowed to complete chapter test here, and then it also tells them again a reminder of when their access is going to end based upon their entry or initial access before they are asked to redeem the access, for it'll block them out of the course. Upon completion, the students should automatically see their grade update in the D2L gradebook. If the student is allowed to take a second attempt, they can go back to the course dashboard or click on the individual assignment to be able to review it, get back to the main area, and go ahead and take their second attempt. From their Sage Vantage dashboard, they can also get to their completed work here, and if there are retakes allowed, they'll be able to access it from here as well. As the instructor, you can click on the course dashboard within the integration, and then click on the specific course, and you can choose the gradebook area to be able to manually sync grades over. And this might happen in a case to where a student's taken an exam and it didn't come over to D2L. You can do a hard manual push, either just for the individual, him or herself right here, or for all students by choosing grade sync, and that's going to hard push all of the grades over into the D2L gradebook. It should happen automatically, but if there's one that doesn't come over, you can do a grade sync. If you need to edit the grades, you can always choose edit grades, and then you'll be able to actually change the point values or completions here. You just want to make sure that after you finish, you save the grades, and then do a grade sync to push the new grades over to the D2L gradebook. Lastly, you can look at some reports here within the dashboard. And what's really interesting is the learning objective performance. So you'll get a listing of all the learning objectives in the course, and based upon how students are performing on that particular learning objective for the assignments related to it, you'll see a performance score here. So we know that according to these two, our students are scoring low. So this might be something we want to address, we want to look at more activities, or we want to provide some follow-up. You can filter these learning objectives by chapter if you want to, or maybe only look at the lower performing or the higher performing objectives. So for example, if we filter only by chapter 1, we see that these are the two that are aligned to that chapter, and this is how the students performed on those. Below that, we have a course progress, and we're able to see per chapter the percentage of students that have taken the chapter test or done the different type of activities. So this is a way to track, generally speaking, how far students are along with each chapter based upon the individual activities. And that is an overview of how to use Sage Vantage within the integration with Brightspace by D2L.